We are learning about three-digit addition. Feel free to get a pencil and paper out and follow along with me as I do the problems on the screen. Let's move on now to three-digit numbers. So when we add three-digit numbers, we do the same. We just have one more step. So again, I'm going to start in the ones place, and we're going to add 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So I wrote 7 underneath the ones column. Now let's add the digits in the tens column. We have 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So I wrote a 3 underneath the tens column. Now, the new step is we just go over to the hundreds place and add the digits in the hundreds column. So we have 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So I'm going to write 4 underneath the hundreds column. And then we're all done. So the sum or the answer to our problem is 437. Before we move on, let's review how we know when to regroup. So when you add the digits in the ones column or the tens column, if they equal 10 or more, then you have to regroup. So look at the problem below. We have 16 plus 25. In the ones column, we have 6 plus 5, and that equals 11. 11 is greater than 9, so we have to regroup. So we write the ones digit, the 1 from the ones place below, and we regroup the 1 from the tens place into the tens column. Then we can add all the digits in the tens column. 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 4. So the sum of our problem is 41. All right, let's try another one with three digits. So we have 139 plus 224. So we start in the ones column. We have 9 plus 4. What does 9 plus 4 equal? If you said 13, that is correct. So I am going to write the digit 3 underneath the ones column and regroup the digit 1 into the tens column. Okay, now we are going to add all of our tens digits. So we have 1 plus 3 equals 4, and 4 plus 2 equals 6. So I'm going to write 6 underneath the tens column. Okay, then we can go ahead to our hundreds column and add 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So I'm going to write 3 underneath the hundreds column. So our sum or the answer to the problem is 363. Okay, let's try one more three-digit addition problem. So we have 287 plus 245. Let's start in our ones place. We have 7 plus 5. What is 7 plus 5? If you said 12, that is correct. So I'm going to write the digit 2 in the ones column and regroup the digit 1 into the tens column. Okay, now we can add all of our tens digits. So I'm going to add 1 plus 8 first. That equals 9. And then I'm going to add 9 plus 4 equals 13. So again, I am going to write the digit 3 underneath and regroup the digit 1. Okay, now we can add all of our digits in the hundreds column. So I know my doubles facts very easily, so I'm going to add 2 plus 2 first. What is 2 plus 2? If you said 4, that is correct. And then I know that 4 plus 1 equals 5. So I'm going to write 5 underneath the hundreds place. And we're all done. So the sum or the answer to this problem is 532. Let's look at the same problem using place value blocks. On the screen, you can see 287 plus 245. Let's look at the ones first. So we have 7 plus 5, and we know that that equals 12. We can split apart 12 into 10 ones and 2 ones. Instead of having 10 ones, I am going to regroup them into one group of 10. Remember those 2 extra ones on the side, because in our final sum or answer, we will have a 2 in the ones place. Now let's look at the tens. Remember, we just regrouped 10 ones into one group of 10. So now we have 80 plus 40 plus 10, and that equals 130. We can split apart the number 130 into 10 groups of 10 and 3 groups of 10. Now we're going to regroup. Instead of having 10 groups of 10, I'm going to change that into one group of 100. Remember those 3 extra 10s on this side, because in our final sum or answer, we will have a 3 in the tens place. Now let's look at the hundreds. Remember, we just regrouped 10 tens into one group of 100. So we have 200 plus 200 plus 100, and that equals 500. Now let's put it all together. Our original problem was 287 plus 245. After we regrouped, now we have 5 groups of 100, we have 3 groups of 10, and we have 2 ones. So that is the same as 500 plus 30 plus 2. So our sum for the final answer is 532. I hope you understand how to add 3-digit numbers better now. Remember to keep practicing this at home.